People can be so cruel and unempathetic and uncompassionate. In my previous video, I had revealed that I am a sexual assault survivor, and this happened several years ago. At the time of the assault, I was a virgin, and it was with somebody that I trusted. And I'm not going to go too much in depth about what had happened, but for the last 2 years, I've been in therapy and taking anti-panic, anti-anxiety type of medication, which is like 150 milligram Vilaflexine. Never thought that I would have to be forced to be on medication, but it got to the point in my life where things were so stressful that in order for me to function and go to work, I had to. But things have been a whirlwind for the last couple of months, especially within the last week. And I went to a therapy, well, not therapy session, because I love my therapist. I've been going to my particular therapist for 2 years, and I became much more courageous, stronger. I healed a lot from the situations. But the reason why I say people are so cruel is I went to a psychologist, and you all know that I am a service member. So it was for a claim that I had put in. And during that hour, she had stated to me while I was explaining to her my trauma, she was like, "Do you think that you were naive?" I said, I had to pause for a minute, like, she said that? She want me to answer that? So I said, no, I wasn't naive. I was 24 years old when I was in Germany. I wasn't naive. And then when I looked up, I just ruminated on that and continued to just look up the word and everything else. Like, I cannot believe that a professional mental health person would actually tell me that. And I lapsed. Everything lapsed. To include, like, for example, earlier in the week, my face was flush during work, and I was feeling hot. I remember feeling hot, and my hands are sweaty and stuff. Especially after I received the report. So my appointment was back in August, and you gotta be. Thank you for your patience. I'm just trying to work through this. So it was my appointment was back in August when she said the naive thing, and then I looked at my report, and she stated in the report that to everything that she had looked over and everything else, that she came to the conclusion that I was not raped, but it was consensual. And I snapped when I read that. I snapped. I was like, this is my reality. This is something that I have to live with every single day, and something that has been trying to destroy my life for the last several years. It's like, how dare she? And it's all because, I know they want to make sure they see, when I place the claim, they're trying to see who the blame is going to be on, I guess. That's the risky part of it, because it's like, okay, we're not assuming this responsibility, but it occurred. It occurred when it occurred. It occurred when it occurred when it occurred. But it's already difficult for me to speak on it. But anyway, long story short, I was talking about all week my face was flush. I talked to my therapist about it because, after spazzing out, I left a recording on her voicemail. She called me back and she said, please, or text me back. She said, please call me as soon as you can. And I was at work. I got off the phones and called her. And she said that, if your face is flush, you need to go ahead and check your blood pressure. And I'm at drill this weekend. And it just so happened that we have to get our vitals and everything checked for, we have flu shots and all of our other health stuff here and vision and everything. And my blood pressure was 118/92. And I've been exercising. And I know I documented it on one of my last vlogs. And I'm not even going to mention all the other anguish and trauma that I've been going through in the last couple of months. I have my ups and downs, but I'm not going to allow somebody else to make me feel powerless all over again and just rob me of my truth. I'm not going through that confusion anymore. I'm tired of convincing people, because there's no need to convince anybody when I'm living this every single day. I'm living this every single day. It's even difficult to even let people know that when I'm going through things, and I have to kind of, just help people understand that, okay, I'm going through this type of thing. And people ask me, why am I so sensitive? And, why I do this and why I do that. And, it's sometimes I get fed up trying to explain myself, because it's none of nobody's business. But having to tell my truth and make myself vulnerable to somebody that is supposed to be a professional, and then get exploited like that, it's really hurtful. But I'm just going to pray on it. Allow God to get me through this. Pray that God is going to heal my blood pressure, because it does run in my family, but it's just as of recent. It's, I always had normal or low blood pressure within the last 5 years. I'm taking medication daily, and just the whole thing has put me in a rut. But I know that God has some better things in store for me, and I'm not going to allow it to stunt my growth, arrest my development, and for me to pursue happiness. Until next time, Living Violet family, thank you for listening, and I hope that you all are compassionate as I am speaking my truth.